morning. It is June 30th, 2018, and we are documenting our trip out west. We are left about 5 a.m. It's about 6:45 and the sun's finally up, so we'll get on camera for a few minutes and tell you about our trip and where we're going.
Hi.
Colt, say hi.
Hi.
And if you don't know us, I'm Chris, and this is Angie. And that's our son Colt, and our daughter Taylor, who's 14, is somewhere asleep in the back there.
Go check out my channel, Colt BFG.
Check out Colt's channel, Colt BFG on YouTube. And my channel, which is Big Boy Hikes, is where I'm going to post this video. And if you don't, hit that like button and subscribe. But what we're going to do is we're going to document our trip from Alabama. We live in Gadsden, Alabama, to out west. We are taking 16 days, and we are going to Grand Teton National Park, which is in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And then after that, we are heading to Yellowstone, and then we'll be coming back. But obviously a long trip, the longest trip we have ever taken. And we are pulling our RV. If you can see it in the back, we have a Keystone Outback 324 CG, so it's a 32-foot RV, 36 feet in total length. So it's a pretty big RV that we're pulling across country. Never done anything like this, so we're going to film our adventures and everything that goes on along the way. It's going to take us almost 3 days to get out there. We're driving to Oklahoma City tonight, which is 11.5 hours from our house. And then we are going to Denver tomorrow night, and then we're heading to Jackson Hole on day 3. So quite a long trip, but been planning this for a couple of years and just wanted to kind of record our adventures for our family so we'd have it. And then we'll probably put this on YouTube as well so other people can enjoy it and you know, kind of see the things there are to do in Grand Teton and in Yellowstone as well. So as we go along the trip, we'll take lots of pictures, and we'll take lots of videos so you guys can see everything, and we'll check in along the way. All right, hope everybody's having a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Well, we're going to do a little check-in here. We've been driving for about 8 hours. We are in between Little Rock and Fort Smith, Arkansas, and so hopefully we'll get there in about 4 hours from now, 4.5 hours from now. Been a pretty good trip so far. Memphis was really bad. Traffic was horrible, and the roads through Memphis, oh my goodness. We need to do some road work in Memphis, people. Anyway, everything's going good. Busy. I didn't realize Interstate 40 was going to be so busy, and hauling a 36-foot RV through this thing has been an adventure today, but it's been fun. And we're having a good time. Everything's going well so far. Like I said, the trip's gone pretty smoothly. We'll probably check back again when we get to Oklahoma City. Talk to you later.
We have to have lunch because we're starving. I'll look up the restaurant. Taylor's going to look at restaurants. Him saying no, we're just going to keep on going, and we're all hungry. He's eating taquitos from the gas station. Yeah, that's what they're called, tornadoes. A whirlwind of flavor. Wow. Yeah, so it's just determined we're going to get there without stopping and not feeding me or his children. I'm surprised he's not going to make us pee in bottles, honestly. We actually get to go to the bathroom.
They ate breakfast this morning. They're good.
There's a barbecue place 3.45.
First of all, this is the first thing Dad's eating all day long.
I know. Until after 1.
I can tell you this, we're not turning around. Whatever we eat is going to be that way, or west. Good morning. All right, day number 2 of the Yellowstone Grand Teton Russell family vacation. I had to do a quick check-in about last night. I meant to film when we got there to let y'all see the RV park, but the day just turned into an absolute disaster. The trip was supposed to be 13 hours, and it went great until the last 3 hours. We ran into a monster thunderstorm with like 60-mile-an-hour winds, so we had to take over an hour detour and sit at an IHOP and let the storm pass because it was crazy. And then we finally get to our destination, and let me say, we stayed at Twin Falls RV Park. Twin Fountain RV Park. It was beautiful, great place. Wish I had got some.
Good stop on your way. It's a great RV park, safe, pretty, pet friendly, kid friendly. It was very, very nice.
Wish I had got some video, but I was so tired at the end of the day, we just went to bed. So anyway, we get there, and we had pre-booked a site online, and they booked us a site that was only made up for RVs, maybe 24, 25 feet. It was a pull-through. Well, we are 36 feet with my truck. We're 54 feet.
So we were downhill.
Yeah, so it was a disaster. So we had to go back to the front, and they were completely booked for the night.
This is 4th of July weekend.
4th of July weekend, and they only had 3 more sites available that people weren't already checked into. So we had to go to each site, check it, see if we would fit, because they were all small, and we did not fit. And the crazy thing is we had to go find the site because it was huge. The RV park was huge. Didn't work. Drive our rig back up to the front, keep redoing it. Finally, on the 4th time, we were down to, we're going to boondock at a Walmart parking lot if this doesn't work. And so
you made it work, baby.
I ended up jamming it in there as tight as it could get, but we fit it in there, backed it in, and so we ended up, our 13-hour day turned into a 16-and-a-half-hour day. And all we did was go in, open up the slides, hook up power, and go to sleep. So
it was a rough day yesterday.
Yeah, so there was a big storm coming this morning, so we kind of waited a little later. We got out at 7:30 now. We left at 7 o'clock, so we should have 9 hours to Denver. But right now there's not a lot to show. It's nasty and raining, but we're heading north toward Wichita and then heading west over to Denver. So anyway, we'll check back in later. Talk to you soon. Good morning. Day 3 on the road. We spent the night in Denver last night. We got in, I don't know, around 4 o'clock. We unhooked and we went into Denver last night. My family's never been to Denver, so we went to downtown Denver and had dinner and turned around, came back out, had a good night's rest, and now we're on our way. We're heading to Jackson Hole today. We've got about 8 hours to get to Jackson Hole, and that'll be our final destination for the next 5 days after that. So this is the last of our drive, so our footage will get a lot better after today. We'll actually start showing some stuff around Jackson Hole. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let Angie turn the camera around and show you what we're looking at.
A little bit of the Rockies
while we're driving.
Just a little bit. There was smoke in the Rockies. They were having some wildfires, but you can kind of see the caps in the distance of the snow on top of the mountain. So it's kind of cool. And then lots of fields still going on. But still pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Anyway, so as we get more into the mountains and get any cool views or see anything, we'll come back on and we'll show it to you.
So do you want to talk about our campsite last night? Our layover?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. So we stayed, what was the name of the place we stayed?
The KOA Denver East.
Strasburg, right?
Strasburg, Denver East.
And it was actually a really nice little campsite. It looks a little rough. It's more the true Colorado experience. It's all gravel roads. You can tell it's been there for a while, but I tell you what, the people were super nice. The owner came out. He's the one that drove us to our site. They gave us directions into town. They told us about the mountains. I'm telling you, they were great. So if you need a place to stay, the KOA in Strasburg, it's about 20 miles, 25 miles outside of Denver. Was a great place to stay. Easy in, easy out. There's a Pilot gas station right down the road that you can gas up at. So definitely a good place to stay if you're heading in this direction.
Where do you not want to eat in downtown Denver?
Oh, good Lord. We went to a place to eat last night called the Spaghetti Factory in downtown Denver.
It's like the old spaghetti factory or something?
Yeah, old spaghetti factory. And we spent $90 on Chef Boyardee. It was a waste of $90. So do not waste your time if you have a family with kids at the old spaghetti factory, okay?
But if you don't have a family with kids and you're looking to go and have a good time and party and drink, we were going to take our kids to a restaurant. A waitress recommended why she recommended it. We have no idea. What was the name of it? The View?
The View.
The View. The View. And basically it was a bar that adult games.
cornhole, adult Jenga. It looked really cool.
It would have been fun, but not a place for kids.
Not the place for kids. So, but anyway.
So that was kind of funny too.
And like I said, as we get more into the mountains, we'll check in a little further down the road. Talk to you later. All right, so we are the first day in Grand Teton. Had to show you this view. We are traveling to go horseback riding, and this is insane. We just entered Grand Teton National Park.
My dad is freaking out.
Yeah, Dad is freaking out. His dad loves this, and that's just like a postcard driving down the road.
Like for real, it's just crazy.
Indescribable.
Yeah, it's breathtaking.
Unless you're here, the camera will not do it justice.
No, it really doesn't. I don't think you can get it for the glare off the window, but we're gonna try.
It's amazing.
That's all we got.
All right, we just wanted to check in. All right, guys, we're back at Molten Barn. Wanted to let you guys see from this angle. This is the iconic angle that everybody gets their photos. We're about to take some pictures from here. Just wanted everybody to get to see it. It is unbelievable. It's about probably in the 60s and windy. Little cool, but awesome. Great day. This is the final spot of the canyon in the bottom. Letting you guys see, there's actually right out in here, he just laid down. Didn't get a chance to get him on video. There's a moose right over here. But you guys just take a look. Look at the waterfall right there.
You give a moose nothing.
And there's the top. So this is where we're gonna stop and have lunch. Pretty good lunch spot. This is the canyon going back where we came from. All right. I was hoping to get the moose on camera, but he doesn't want to seem to come out again. Absolutely beautiful.
You're in the Grand Tetons right now on about 10,000 feet up in the air. That is the drop below.
It's
pretty crazy.
Show them Grand Teton.
This is Grand Teton. This is legit almost all of Grand Teton.
Not so fast, slow it down.
Look at that.
So that peak right over there, guys, is Grand Teton. It's the highest point here. It's 13,770 feet.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Resort. Unbelievable. We're at 11,000 feet right now. Mountains off in the distance. 360 view. There's Colt Man. He came up here with me because Taylor and Angie are chickens. Unbelievable.
It's truly beautiful.
Look over there. All right, we're up here at the top of Grand Teton Jackson Hole ski slope. We're at
waffles.
Corbett's Canyon. You can see this right here, Corbett's Cabin. And
we got
these,
cinnamon and brown
they have
sugar.
famous waffles up here. So here's our waffle.
It's
Colt's
butter
eating
and brown sugar and
cinnamon, brown sugar, butter waffles. So we're having a waffle out here, and then we're gonna go walk around and explore a little bit. All right, this is the top of the ski run. As you can see, the signs right down there pointing to the black diamonds and the double black diamonds. And we're gonna walk over here to the left and let you have an example of, they have a world famous ski run over here. that you see in a lot of the extreme ski videos. But you can see the valley down there. You can see the Snake River off in the distance. It's amazing. I just had to show you this. This is the drop-in on a ski run called Lake Cordaire's Run, and apparently it is the hardest, most vertical drop ski run in North America. And if you look, they come in right here, ski down and drop in right there, and it drops off over 500 vertical feet straight down, and they ski that. So there are some crazy people out there. I wanted you guys to see this right here. So this is the start of an actual ski run. You can see the Jackson Hole tram up there. We just walked down the hole. There's Grand Teton off in the distance. Guys, this is amazing, beautiful. This is that drop-in I was telling you guys about. I walked around and got a picture. People come down this trail and drop in right there off that crazy canyon, and they end up down there.
What are you doing?
Hardest ski run in the world. That is insane. One last view. Teton's off in the distance. Teton Village down there. Snake River off in the distance. As we come around, Grand Teton up there. Alright guys, we are here at String Lake. I just want you to take a look at where we're about to go swimming. Mountains all around. And look at the water, see how level, how clear the water is.
So we are at String Lake. We got a little freaked out because there was a bear growling in the background a little bit. Hopefully he is gone. So Dad's in the water, Taylor's trying to get in the water. Colt's gonna take the GoPro.
Hey guys, we're in this water. I'm vlogging, okay Mom? This is it's about 50 degrees. It's pretty cold. This is the water, it's 100% clear. Nothing in it. Some rocks and some random sticks. But it's just like, it's really cold. Like really cold. I'm going to the rock.
Woo, uh-oh. Now let's take a look under the water. There's a mermaid on a rock right there. There's a junior mermaid. And there's a turd. Colt, what are you doing? Colt's peeing in String Lake. Guys, this is unbelievable. It's cold, but it's unbelievable. done with our trip with Barker, Ewing, Whitewater, and Jackson Hole. That's the Snake River. This is our takeout. I just wanted y'all to see what we got to raft in. It was amazing. Good company, had a great time. Our guide named Robin, she did a fantastic job. That's her right there. That's Robin. Just look at the surroundings. Gorgeous.
That was fun.
Did you have a good time, buddy? Awesome. Colt, man, the front was a lead paddler today. Did a good job.
The front to have a good time.
Unbelievable. Good morning. It is, what is today? July I've lost track of days. 7th.
Yes.
Today is Saturday, July the 7th, and we are leaving Jackson Hole, where we've already left. And let me tell you, if you have never pulled a large RV over Teton Pass going into Idaho, you have never lived before. That was crazy.
Well, we took that option because we didn't want to have to go through downtown Jackson Hole. So we kind of found this route, right? And it looked like a better option. But if you have a really large RV and it's going to really strain your motor, I would highly not suggest that.
10% grade for 2.5 miles to the top, and let me tell you, wow, that was a job right there. But anyway, so we just got through Victor, Idaho. We just left Victor, and we're cutting through the eastern side of Idaho into the back door of Montana, into western Montana. So we're in Idaho for like 150 miles, and then we get back into Montana. So we're transitioning to the Grizzly RV Park in western Westgate, Montana.
And we really didn't get any video footage of our RV resort that we stayed in. I don't know why we didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know why we didn't.
We'll do a better job of doing that.
Yeah, we didn't do a good job of that. But we stayed at Fireside RV Resort. In the front of that resort, they have these really gorgeous, funky little small, tiny cabins, but really, really pretty. In the back of that resort, there are a lot of pull-through sites.
Probably 50 sites.
It was easy in, easy out. The RV resort was great. Their bathrooms were great. The location.
Yeah, the location was great because it was in between downtown Jackson and Teton Village, so
perfect.
You could get to either or fairly quickly. A lot of the other RV resorts are in Jackson, and it's a pain in the butt to get out to Teton Village, or having to go through the town to get to into Teton National Park. So it was a good in between. Angie did a good job of finding that one. We liked it a lot.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, bathhouse was nice and clean. People were real nice, so it's a good spot to stay.
It was great.
Definitely. But we had a great time in Jackson Hole. Like, would love to come back next year. It was fantastic, beautiful. Just if you love the outdoors, that is the place to go. I'm telling you, you've never seen so many people mountain biking, trail running, hiking, everywhere. And they got bike paths all over the city. Everybody's just, very, very fitness-oriented, outdoor activity-oriented community.
So we did Swift Creek Outfitters for our horseback ride. That was absolutely gorgeous, and I'm sure Chris will put footage in about that. It was beautiful. We went to Jenny Lake one day and took the ferry over to Jenny Lake. It was beautiful. The hike at Jenny Lake is no joke, though. The hike is pretty strenuous for Jenny Lake. Taylor had just had her knee surgery, and we were going to do a little bit more hiking, but she was done after that particular hike. But it is gorgeous. We then went to String Lake one day.
Went swimming in String Lake.
You'll get footage of that, and it is absolutely
beautiful.
You can't believe what it looks like when you get out there. It's beautiful.
It's about 50 degrees, by the way. It's filled with, you can see the mountain snow runoff still.
Coldest water I've ever been in my life.
It's about 50 degrees.
Yeah, super cold.
But beautiful.
And then we did, Barker Ewing?
Barker
Ewing for our whitewater rafting on the Snake River. Fantastic experience. I'm a little scaredy cat when it comes to whitewater rafting, but it was a great experience. My kids loved it. I loved it. And then when we got through, where did we go eat? Right above
Sidewinder Grill.
It was great.
Best food we've had so far.
It was so good. And so they're right there when you get through, and you can go and just go have
in Jackson.
Yeah,
in Jackson.
Really cool.
Yeah, it was a great town, great time. We could have stayed. I could have stayed a whole nother week.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was fantastic. But now we're on to week number 2, and we've got 6 days in Yellowstone. And so we will kind of update you when we get there, and I promise this time we will show you some footage of the Grizzly RV park. I can't believe we were there for 6 days and did not show you the RV park. My goodness. We're newbies at the RV blogging, so excuse us for that. So, but anyway, we will check back in when we get to Grizzly RV Park in West Yellowstone. All right, guys, we're at Grizzly RV Park in West Yellowstone. As you can see, it is a very nice RV park. Beautiful. There's the check-in bathhouse. All the sites are nice gravel sites, good roads. There's my dirty truck and our RV all set up. They have cabins over there, and it's rather large. I would venture to say they probably have 300 sites here. They have multiple bathhouses, a couple different playgrounds, bikes and boats you can rent. If you look over there, you can see one of the playgrounds. Very nice. Definitely a good place to stay. Grizzly RV Park. It is 3 miles from the entrance to West Yellowstone, so very close to everything you want to do. All right, we'll check in with you later. We're here at the Firehole River in Yellowstone. There's Colt and Taylor. Y'all say hi. Nobody. Show you the river here. It says Firehole, but it is really cold. So it is not fire at all. So we just decided to come swim for a few minutes.
I'll take them under if you go in.
And then head back to our camp.
I'm going under.
All right, Colt's gonna go under. Let me see it. Ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, it definitely feels better once you go under.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Come on, Tay. You did it yesterday when it was 10 times colder than this.
But look at that, this was awesome.
I'll film a little bit under the water. afternoon. We are heading back home. It is day 14. We're just leaving Billings, Montana. Had to stop here and get gas. We left from West Yellowstone this morning, up through Bozeman, and then through Billings for lunch. We are headed now to Sheridan, Wyoming, and then down through Casper, I believe, and we'll finish our evening in Cheyenne.
Long day.
Long day today. And then the next day we'll be going from Cheyenne to Columbia, Missouri, and then from Columbia, Missouri back home to Gadsden, Alabama. To check in, let you know where we're at. When we get to the KOA in Cheyenne, we will try and show you guys the park so you can see what that looks like, all right? But we had a great trip, long 2 weeks. Looking forward to getting home, but not looking forward to driving for 3 days. But anyway, we'll check in soon. We'll check in tonight. Good morning. Day 2 of our trip home. We made it into Cheyenne last night. Late. Our 9.5, 10-hour day ended up turning into a 13-hour day with stops and traffic, and so we did not even get into Cheyenne until like 10:30 last night. So we didn't film at the campground, but let me tell you that
It was dark.
It was dark. The KOA in Cheyenne is really, really nice.
Super cute.
Yeah,
Kids,
we
super
liked
cute.
it a lot. It's right on Interstate 80, so if you're traveling out or back on Interstate 80, the KOA in Cheyenne is a great place to stay. Really liked it. Nice bathhouses, nice pool, playground for the kids. I think it had a little putt-putt course, and so definitely a nice place to stay.
It was a pull-through site.
Yeah,
So
most
you
of their
could pull in
sites were
and pull
pull-through.
out.
Yeah.
But now I will say that was a haul. That was a long day from West Yellowstone to get to Cheyenne. And just because we live in North Alabama, we had to divide up those days like that. But it was almost too much. About 2 hours before we got out of the car, I thought we were all going to lose our minds. I mean, it was not fun.
And so we left out this morning about 9. We're in Nebraska now, lovely Nebraska.
Yes.
And we have another 10.5-hour day drive to Columbia, Missouri.
Yes.
So we're driving from Cheyenne to Columbia, Missouri.
Which is going to probably be another 13-hour day.
Hope not, but hopefully maybe we'll get into the daylight and I can show you a little bit of the campground that we're staying at when we get to Columbia.
This is the bad part of the trip.
Everybody's excited to go out to Yellowstone.
It's trying to get back.
Nobody's excited about driving home.
Yeah.
So, but if we see anything interesting, we'll check back in later.
All right.
Bye. All right, good afternoon. It is day 17 of our Great West vacation, and we are finally going to be home. We drove another 14-hour day yesterday, which seemed like it was never going to end, and we pulled into Columbia, Missouri at about 12:30 last night. Almost 1. We stayed at Cottonwoods RV Park. What little bit we saw of it, it was nice. We finally got in bed a little after 1, and we pulled out about 9 o'clock this morning. We have about 8.5, 9 hours to go to get home. We're currently in between Memphis and Nashville, so we're heading that way. Sorry we didn't get a lot of footage, but again, it was crazy. It has taken us a lot longer to get home than it took us to get out there. I would not recommend coming this way. Going out there, it took us 31 hours. On the pace we're at right now, we're going to be at 38 hours.
It's been terrible.
If we have no more issues as far as traffic and congestion. And so right now we're 7 hours farther on the trip home than we were on the trip out.
So this is what day 17 looks like. I washed my hair, didn't dry it, went to bed with it wet. I have no makeup on. I'm driving the camper because, yes ladies, if you take this trip, you're going to have to learn how to drive a camper because no man can drive 30-something hours straight. So I'm driving the camper right now, which I have several different times throughout the trip.
Yeah, she's giving me a lot of little breaks. It's really helped out along the way.
Some breaks.
So, but anyway, we wanted to give a final check-in. Hopefully we'll be home here in a few hours. Once we get to Nashville, it'll feel like the home stretch. But we have had a great trip. The trip home, however, has been forever. So we are definitely ready to be out of the RV by the end of the day.
So RVers beware, the trip home is no fun.
Yeah, the going out through Oklahoma and Kansas and Denver was much more scenic and much quicker than coming back through Cheyenne, the whole state of Nebraska, through Kansas, through a little bit of Iowa and Illinois and Kentucky, which is where we're at now.
But didn't it Google map out faster?
Yeah, and actually,
I don't understand.
yeah, Google
we don't
Maps.
understand what's going on.
Google Maps mapped it out as quicker, but let me tell you, it is not. Much heavier traffic, much more congestion, much more stop and go. The other route was much smoother. So anyway, this will be probably our final check-in. When we get back, I'll try to compile all the video, and I'm hoping maybe next week sometime to have it up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So we hope you guys look forward to watching it and have as much fun as we did making it and enjoying our trip. We had a great time, and we'll talk to you when it's time for the next adventure. Bye.